Okay, so I'm actually about halfway through the detail process. Maybe a quarter of the way through the detail process in this car. And I've done the left side. We're doing basic vacuum, cleaning up these door sills, cleaning up the door panels and such, because they are a little bit dirty. This car gets used quite a bit. It is a daily. So, interior, exterior, you can see tons of oil filter. For whatever reason. Oil filter box, empty too. Yeah, stuff like this has got to go. I got vacuuming to do, and then we're also going to try and see if we can route this cable a little bit better, or maybe hide it at least, so it doesn't show nearly as much, because there's the big cable for the driver's dash cam. So let's get to work. Now that we got the carpet vacuum, you can see there's some stains everywhere, so we're going to just go through with a brush in these seat bolt crevices here. And we're just going to try and get it all out, agitated with a brush, so that way I can remove any big pieces. So that way we button it all back up. And when we vacuum it the second time, we can easily just glide a vacuum through here. I'm not going to take these seats out. I'm not going into a full detail with this car just yet, so it's pretty basic, but it'll work. So before I go even any further, I want to go ahead and try and get some of these stains out, and to do that I'm going to use some Meguiar's carpet cleaner. I'm going to just spray up here around this carpet, and we're going to just agitate it and then let it sit for a bit. So here we go. I want a very light coating here. I don't want to saturate this too much. Swap hands here. Alright, so we got this floor carpet cleaned. Big thing with carpet cleaner, you could actually... Before, I wasn't filming it because the GoPro fell, but there was a wet spot right here because there was too much carpet cleaner on it. So you got to make sure, even with an underpowered vacuum like mine, you really got to get all that carpet cleaner out of there, and you got to make sure that this carpet is not saturated. It's just very, very slightly damp, because any saturation will get through the thin carpet and into the actual insulation, which will then cause mold. You don't want that. So get this mat over here. It's actually not that bad, and then we'll move over to the center console. Okay, so I got the front floor mats drying, or the front carpet drying, the rear floor mats are over there drying, and now look at all of this mess that we got to get out of here. Ooh boy, gonna be a fun one. First thing to do, swap out the vacuum attachment with the tiny detailer one. So especially in areas like this, and all of this, make sure you get yourself a little pick, or in this case, teensy tiny Torx head screwdriver. Just try and get all that out of there. If you can, actually pop these covers and such off. Makes it a lot easier. In this case, I don't think I can. Look at all of that was just in there. Ain't no vacuum in the world getting that out. Alright, because of how deep in there and gummed up all this shit is, I'm going to try and use a mixture of interior cleaners and isopropyl alcohol to get absolutely all of this out. I'm going to get as much as I can, but no promises. Also, I have brushes over there. That's also what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to wish myself good luck and attempt to do this. I'm letting this air dry for quite a few minutes now, so I think we're just going to wrap this cord up, zip tie it, and put it on the mirror. And that's really all we're going to do. vacuum up that seat where I was sitting, and put the floor mats back, and then we can get onto the exterior. With that, the interior is finished. Cleaned up the center console. I zip tied the dash cam wire around the wing mirror, the rear view, so it looks a lot better. It's out of the way now. So now it's time to move on to the exterior. And for that, I have just the tool. Let's grab our 15-degree nozzle. 15's in. Let's make sure it's sideways. And let's get to work. I'm just saying, this is by far my favorite step of cleaning any car. So nice. And just look at this. Look at the shine. That nice deep black. It's still a little wet in certain places. I only had 2 drying towels. It looks very nice, very shiny, very glossy. The shine came back in all the places that it was dull. And I am going to put some tire shine on here probably. Just because the one that's on there is a little iffy. I don't have any wheel cleaner. I really wish I did, because those wheels are full of brake dust and I don't really like that. They should be nice and chromy, nice and shiny silver, and they're not. They're a little dull. And I'm not going to worry about these headlights, 1, because I've already done this twice to this car, and 2, because this front end will be swapped out fairly soon and the whole car will be repainted anyway. That's why I'm keeping the car clean. But that front end is going to be swapped out pretty soon anyway for the facelift front end, so those headlights are going to go anyway. So it's going to be, and they're also going to add fog lights, so this car is going to look quite different when it's done. But hey, best of luck, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.